Hey, I've been to my local car boot sale and I believe I have found the holy grail of Chinese ceramics. Picked up for just a few pounds, this could really be a game changer. Now, you always hear about stories of somebody finds £1 million piece of Chinese porcelain at a car boot sale or a charity shop. I'll share a few examples with you, just to give you an idea. Well, today I'm going to share my find with you. And this artist, well, some of his work is selling for six figures. So to say I'm excited would be an understatement. Now, I'll show you the item, everything I've discovered so far. But before I do, I want to be clear. I've sent images and descriptions off to an Asian art expert because I want it confirmed before I jump up and down and think, yay, I've hit the jackpot. But I'm pretty confident and I'm expecting a reply over the next day or two, in which case then I can get up to a London sale room. So, before we go any further, let me show you the item. Okay, so here is the item in question. It's a 6 inches tall Chinese Yixing pottery or clay teapot. It's made in the style of an old bronze pot, if you like, maybe a Ming pot or an early Qing pot. Beautiful thing. It has all the applied shields and panels all over it. You can see where they've carved the handle, the spout. More like this around the top here. I think that's supposed to be a dragon, I'm not sure. Now, well, first of all, there's the picture of the base. You can see there, one of these is the name and the rest is a poem which has been translated for me. It's a beautiful thing. Now, first thing I did, I came over here and I shared this on a Facebook page, Yixing Teapot Marks, and I asked for help. I simply posted all the pictures and I asked for some advice. And this was what I got. Poem series teapot signed Yi Yun, 8-character poem. And if you see translation, the gold foil is not lacking the jade liquid fragrance. So it's a Chinese poem. Anyway, after a bit of a conversation, come down here and he shared the artist's details with me there, which I come across, and it's a full Chinese script. Now you can translate that on Google Translate, and I'll share with you what I've translated out of that in a moment. But there was another comment on there as well below. So you had another artist here share a teapot they had and share this. So that's a picture of the artist, and then you had all this. Now I've translated this for you, and it says Lu Shuoliang. Now, if I pronounce something wrong, understand I'm dyslexic, right? So it is what it is. He's a senior industrial artist, born in 1949. He's a researcher level senior engineer, province artist and crafts master, one of China's top 10 purple sand masters. He uses calligraphy, painting, sculpture, and other expressive methods on the surface of purple sand pottery, which is what Yixing pottery is. It doesn't have to be purple to be that's our translation of their writing. It's basically a brown, red, purple. It's basically the Yixing clay. Anyway, he was born in 1949, and his courtesy name, or the name he goes by, is Yi Yun, Yiyun. He's the founder of some institute or Purple Clay Arts Institute in China. I can't read all the words. So he's a master. Master Lu Shuoliang grew up in a family of scholars, and his family inherited poetry and prose. I'm not sure what that is. He has loved calligraphy, painting, engraving, and sculpture since he was young. He applied calligraphy, painting, sculpture, and other means of expression on the surface of purple clay pottery with extraordinary skills. He created purple clay pottery with carving, stacking, pasting, clay painting, hollowing, and other techniques, enriching the artistic language of the pottery carving and pottery sculpture, greatly improving the taste and artistic value of the purple clay. His works are unique, fresh, and refreshing. So, if I was to come back to the thing, he was born in 1949 into the family of clay artists. His father, Lu Zhao, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right, was already a master of the craft. Lu Shuoliang followed in his father's footsteps, but he took it even further. He worked under the name Yixing, which means escaping cloud. Today he's ranked as one of China's top 10 purple clay masters. He didn't just make the pots, he studied everything about the art, how to pick the right soil, how to shape and sculpt by hand, how to carve the pottery, how to add symbolism into each form. He founded the Jingxi Purple Clay Art Institute. I can't even read half these words. He draws his work from ancient Chinese traditions, including pre-Qing bronzes, Han Dynasty bricks, Buddhist stone carvings, folk sculptures. He brings the past into the present. His pots look something like an emperor or scholar might own, but they were crafted in our lifetime. He's been producing stuff in the 90s, I believe, late 90s, all the way through 2000s. So we're not talking an extremely old pot. We're not talking a 300-400-year-old pot. You're probably talking a 30 or 40-year-old pot, probably a 30-year-old pot. But he is one of the top masters in his craft. His pieces have been shown on Chinese national TV. He's collected in all major museums, and he's regularly sold pieces in tens of thousands. But I read one article where there was a mention of his pieces reaching 6 figures. So, is this one of his early studio pieces? It could be a forgotten work by a modern master, and that's why I'm chasing this story. Basically, is this a holy grail? We will find out. I'll share the images with you again. Absolutely love this teapot. Now, this come in from a local car boot sale at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and it came in for an extremely modest amount. Extremely modest. Now, if this is a work by the artist they've all suggested it is, then it's going to be tens of thousands. I am super excited. I can't even begin to explain to you how excited to find something like this in a box of junk at the car boot sale. Now, I've already had 2 experts here. Where are we? 2 experts here stating who he was, because this one translated it all for me. It was absolutely amazing. Translated is signed by the artist, which gives me great hope, and it's got the 8-character poem. Now, I prepared a script for today. I don't normally work off scripts, but I can't read half of these words, and there's no way I'm going to remember half of them. There's no way. So I've had to read it off a script. You know, I'm dyslexic, but I really wanted to share this pot with you. It is absolutely spectacular. It's only 6 inches tall. But, you know, where you always go out, the reason we go to the car boot sales is the thrill of the hunt, the treasure hunt. And we go out and we're on our knees at 4, 5 in the morning digging in boxes of rubbish looking for that gem. This could potentially be that gem. It's signed by the artist. It's got the poem by the artist. It's inspired after a Ming bronze, just like the artist does. It has the applied panels, just like the artist does. It has carving, just like the artist does. It's not the run-of-the-mill Yixing pots. They're normally globular and things like that. This is a really standout piece. It screams his work, carries his signature. So if this comes back right, then I'm jumping up and down. But I've had an amazing weekend. I think I've had a couple of Yixing pots, but this one stood out by a mile. Totally different. But I've had an amazing weekend as usual. And I will make a full video haul on that probably tomorrow night, put it out Wednesday. Tons of gold this week. I've had gold, silver, I've had antiques, collectibles. But everything was shadowed by this teapot. Now, what can I say? A little bit about me, if you're new to the channel. My name is Walter Neal. I'm the founder of antiquesarena.com. Now, I got nearly 7,000 pieces of amazing items on the website on offer, and I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of articles. They're all designed to help you. I've published 2 books. They're available on Amazon, or you can find a link on my website under the books menu. And I've got around 1,100 videos on YouTube, all sharing my love and passion of antiques and helping you to learn the trade. So, what do you think about the teapot? Firstly, would you have spotted it? Secondly, would you have picked it up and bought it? Leave a comment, let me know. I read every comment and reply to every comment. So leave a comment, let me know what you think. Do you like it? What do you think? Do you think my chances are? It's signed, everything fits the artist. It's just exciting times. Now, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, comment. If you've got someone over it, please consider sharing the video. Or if you've got someone who loves antiques, please consider sharing the channel. Recommend the channel to them. It helps me and it'll give them a little bit of something to watch that they may have interest in. But of course, if you're not subscribed and you love antiques, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified about my videos. This could be a Delboy moment. Is it going to be millions? No. Is it going to be tens of thousands? I think so. Is it going to be 100,000 plus? You don't know. That is the wonderful thing about Chinese arts and Asian arts and potteries. Now, he could come back tomorrow and he could say, it's a copy. I doubt it is. Very modern to be a copy. But you never know. It could be a lost treasure. What I want to know is, right, what is a signed master piece of Yixing pottery from China doing in a car boot sale in South Wales? We'll see. Thanks for watching.